Eddie, it'll be all right. Pull yourself together.
I suggest nobody else goes down there. We should keep the room intact until the police can get here.
I shall alert them first thing in the morning. What an unfortunate accident.
An accident? You think so? Just after the madman's son turned up at our door.
And yet you were the one standing over her body with blood on your hands.
How dare you? I was too late. I was trying to help her. She...
There, my sweet boy. Let's get you to bed. Angus, would you?
Of course, ma'am.
I think we will all benefit from a good night's sleep.
I know you may have no reason to, but I need you to trust me. I'm the only one on your side when it comes to your father's death.
Lady Margaret certainly isn't. But if I told you what I saw in the chapel, you'd have me in a padded cell, just like my father.
Po co tu przyszłaś?
Why did you come here? To make sure my father was successfully in the ground?
With all due respect, Mr. Gordon, I will not allow you to speak to me or about my work in such a tone. I tried everything I could to aid your father. Your father was heavily drugged when he was brought to me, to prevent any further violent outburst, or so Lady Margaret had said. But something felt wrong, even then.
I shall take my leave.
Aj,
Now, wait a
kurde.
minute. I found you in the chapel babbling about a drowned woman. Moments later, we found that poor maid drowned in her own blood. I think you need to talk to me.
So, what was my father like when you locked him up?
I didn't just lock him up. I tried to help him. He was convinced he was carrying some ancient curse, that he was being haunted by evil. I wish I had reached him, had been able to reach him.
Maybe if I threw you a bone, you'd get off my back.
Obsesja na punkcie historii rodziny. Starożytne zło? Dobra.
Father was obsessed with the history of the family for as long as I can remember.
Did your father actually believe his family was out to get him?
Who knows? I think what scared him was beyond the physical.
Starożytne zło.
He used to babble about a dark force threatening him and our family.
Was that why he moved you to India? To get as far away as possible?
I believe so.
And yet, here you are, in the very place he sought to protect you from.
Who knows? Maybe there is an ancient evil in this place. An evil that drags us back no matter how far away we get. Even from the other side of the world.
And what do you think? Was your father right? Are there things beyond the physical?
Unikaj pytania, zignoruj całkowicie. Unikaj pytania może, co?
I have other things to worry about right now. Things like a drowning woman floating in thin air. If you really want to help me, I need to find out what the maid knew. What Lady Margaret and Angus didn't want her to tell me.
You believe it got her killed?
Maybe. What I saw in the chapel, it has to be real. She must have drowned herself down at the loch. Because if it's all in my mind, like father, like son.
Porozmawiaj.
We need to examine the maid's body in the cellar.
To find out who killed her.
To be sure she was murdered before we start pointing fingers.
No dobra. Otwórz.
Angus will have the key. Unless we can find another way in.
Zbadaj śmierć Alice. Dowiedz się więcej o kobiecie, która utopiła się w wizji. Ekwipunek. Ja przecież mam klucz do gabinetu. Aha. Kurczę, pomyliły mi się gry. Myślałem, że mam wytrych. A klucz do gabinetu? A nie, tego nie mogę tutaj użyć. Otwórz. Jak to otworzyć teraz? Pozwiedzajmy troszeczkę tutaj. Wejdź do ogrodu. A nie, chociaż tutaj też był, tak, tutaj też miałem drut, dzięki któremu mogłem otworzyć sobie Drzwi. Już widzę, że coś jest na stole.
Rory's not
Zobacz.
one for cleaning up after himself. Rory's not one for cleaning up after himself.
Może tutaj coś jeszcze znajdę. Coś, co może mi się przydać. O, jak nie, to będę musiał stąd pójść. Tutaj nie ma nic.
I think I might have an idea how to get into the cellar, but I'm not sure you'll like it.
If it involves this filthy dumbwaiter, don't even think about it.
Nie przystoi damie? Obiecałaś, że pomożesz. Sam tego nie zrobię.
You said you'd help me, so help me.
On my terms.
True, that wouldn't be very ladylike.
You might want to consider what I do for a living before trying to taunt me this cheaply.
I can't fit in there, and I see no other way into the cellar.
You're asking me to put a lot of trust in you, given the circumstances.
Nie jestem stuknięty, zaufaj mi.
You can trust me, and I will do my very best to learn to trust you.
All right then. Clothes can be washed.
Wskakuj.
Lovely.
No ale
Pull me back up!
już?
I need something to open the doors from the inside once I'm down there. I still need something to open the doors. I'm not crawling in there for the enjoyment of it.
No dobra. No to trzeba coś znaleźć. Zobaczmy, może tu coś będzie. O, właśnie jest teraz, weź.
This should do it.
Proszę, moja piękna.
We need to examine the maid's body in the cellar
No to ja wiem.
To find out who killed her.
to be sure she was murdered before we start pointing fingers.
Dobra, użyj. Wskakuj jeszcze raz. Tu masz nóż, chyba nóż to miał. Tylko nie dźgnij się.
Going down.
Good luck.
See you in a minute.
Że tego nikt nie słyszy. I co?
Dr. Farber. Is everything all right? Leah! Oh, if anything's happened to her.
You needn't worry about me. I've been to stranger places than this castle. Follow me.
No to idziemy zbadać zwłoki i przyczynę śmierci naszej Alice. Chodźmy tędy. Gdzie ona była? Tutaj, tak? Gdzie ty idziesz? Tutaj jest. A to jeszcze nikt zwłoków nie wziął?
They seem to be a house full of carnivores.
Her neck's been broken, and with some considerable force, it seems. Her necklace looks like gold, albeit a plain design, and it's missing any form of pendant.
Still, well beyond a maid's salary. It...
Mogę zapisać? Nie mogę zapisać. No niestety.
Where's that sudden draft coming from?
Tu coś wpadło.
Mr. Gordon? Speak to me, please.
Nie mogę nigdzie iść.
David, can you hear me?
Kurczę.
Little dough. Not exactly the usual way to address the staff.
Mr. Gordon, are you with me?
Oj, 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 oj. Jeszcze raz. Chyba wiem, co trzeba zrobić.
Mr. Gordon? Speak to me, please.
We're all here, sir. All down in the dark. Something's coming. The attic, sir. She's in the attic.
What just happened? You look like you were in some kind of trance.
Perhaps the lack of sleep is affecting me. All the visions that you'd think me insane if I described them to you.
You need to learn to trust me. I am on your side, remember?
So you say, but I remember you locked my father up too. A tiger can't change its stripes.
Zerknijmy tu jeszcze raz. Zobacz.
Ugh, that's horrible.
You're not the one with your hand in it.
Szukaj, szukaj.
French. I don't speak French.
I do. It says for Clara, forever yours. Who's Clara?
I don't know. Yet another relative, perhaps?
We should ask someone who's been around here for longer. How did you know it was there? The pendant, I mean.
If I told you, you wouldn't believe me. A hunch. Eddie gave this to her. We should ask him to his face just what his relationship was with her.
This isn't another ghost story, is it?
Look, you wouldn't understand. I can't...
What I do understand is that we could not accuse a man of murder without proof.
Mogę jeszcze raz rzucić okiem na zwłoki?
The scene really did rip when she tried to get away from him.
Dobra. Zbadaj śmierć. Dowiedz się więcej o kobiecie, która utopiła się w wizji. Tu coś jeszcze jest? Tu już nic nie ma. Tutaj, że mnie wcześniej sprzątali. Tam mogę podejść do tego? Dobra, tam nic nie ma. Tutaj już nic nie ma więcej. To wypadałoby... O, tutaj coś było. Tutaj coś było. Czy mi się wydawało? Chyba mi się wydawało. O, nie, nie wydawało mi się. Kolejne zdjęcie. Znaczy się kolejny kawałek zdjęcia. Teraz pytanie, jak stąd wyjść? Tu już nic więcej nie ma. W piwnicy też już nic nie mogę zrobić. A jakbyśmy wyszli do ogrodu? A tam coś utknął. Dobra, chodźmy tędy.
What is it? I'll get you back.
Stop monkeying around. Come with me.
I'll come inside in a bit. Don't go. Can I just have a few
It's
more
not a request, Carol.
Don't worry. I'll be fine.
What's happening to me?
David? Is everything all right?
We should make haste. Do you know who Clara was?
I know who she was, aye.
And?
Young Eddie is her bairn. Lady Mallory, as she was. She stayed on in the house after Victor passed, but she wasn't here much before. I didn't ken her that well.
I'll speak to you later, Rory.
Aye, I'm sure you will, laddie.
Are you convinced yet?
We need more than a first name.
Are you convinced yet?
We need more than a first name.
Nobody in this house is particularly chatty. Not even when I have an actual question for them.
Jakbyśmy poszli nad rzekę. Może tam coś znajdziemy, albo jeszcze obok tego drzewa, tam gdzie się bawili. Dobra, tu nic nie ma, to idziemy nad rzekę zobaczyć.
Oh, stunning. How curious. Come and look at this.
Gdzie jesteś? Tutaj jesteś.
Look, they form a clear circle.
This can't be a fluke.
Well, looks like one of the stones is missing.
A heavy enough stone to weigh yourself down with. Are you convinced yet?
We need more than a first name.
Tu coś jest.
I've never seen a rose like this before.
I have. The gardener, Rory. He brought some down from the glass house.
Tam jest jakiś X.
Something's carved into each one.
Dobra, czekaj. Tam nie wejdę. Tutaj nic nie ma. Chodźmy jeszcze tutaj, zobaczmy. Wejdziesz tam czy nie? Wejść nie możesz.
Are you convinced yet?
We need more than a
Potrzebujemy czegoś więcej. Tutaj mogę wejść, tu mogę wejść, ale nic... Dobra. Idziemy stąd. Będziemy musieli zapytać tego ogrodnika o tą różę. Może nam coś powie. A może i nie.
That's an unusual looking rose. I noticed one lying by the side of the loch.
Aye, that's been me. A flower for the flower of Scahandu, Cecilia.
My aunt. They're for her.
I grew 'em for her. She loved the roses, did Cecilia. No the red ones, though. Made her think of blood, ye ken.
Forgive me, but wouldn't it be more fitting to place them on her grave?
Why, she's no there, is she, laddie? That's not where she rests. And I don't much stand by your modern god.
Rory, what happened to her? What happened to Cecilia?
I'm not in the mood to open old wounds, laddie.
There are some strange markings carved into the stones on the shore.
Runes, aye. I'm old-fashioned, I suppose. Still hold to the old ways.
Superstitions don't gain validity just by being believed in for a long time.
I'd watch that. Your precious science doesn't have all the answers, lassie.
May I have some of the roses, Rory? I'd like to place them on Cecilia's grave.
What's she to you? You didn't ken her.
No, I didn't. But she's family. And besides, Father always spoke fondly of her. He would even smile as he talked about playing in the gardens with her as a child.
He did he? Aye, well, that's good to ken. I should have some left in the glass house.
I'll speak to you later, Rory.
Aye, I'm sure you will, laddie.
Czyli mogę iść do tej szklarni? Mogę.
Sorry, lassie, but you can't go in. It's for family only.
Just hold on a moment.
No, it's okay. I quite understand. You go ahead, and I'll wait here for you, if I must.
Aye, you must. I know, it doesn't look like I have green fingers.
Dobra, tu jest wejście, tak? Mogę tędy przejść. Trochę pozwiedzać. Dużo ta szklarnia nie jest. Tutaj co coś jest.
These are...
To...
dead as dodos.
Hard to raise anything beautiful here, ever since Cecilia's gone.
Gdzie masz te róże? Tu są
Are
chyba.
these...
Aye, Cecilia's roses.
they're beautiful.
I like to think so.
But they seem to be the only thing that grows here.
Looking to break some more locks, laddie.
Dobra, tu już więcej nic nie ma. Czyli chodźmy do tego starca i poprośmy o te róże.
Can you tell me about Cecilia? What was she like?
She was a lovely lassie, but she had more than her share of troubles.
Grandfather Edward.
You ken well enough, son.
You said she wasn't in her grave.
Aye, that I did.
Did she drown?
She did. Killed herself. Her body was never found. Now all I have of her is my memories. And they are not what they were. And this.
That is exquisite. Cecilia made this.
She made it, aye. For me. Girl must have cut her fingers 100 times doing it. On the thorns, ye ken.
Znowu coś się dzieje?
You are unworthy of the name Gordon.
Get away from her, you coward!
Szybko, szybko, szybko. Zobacz. Tu coś jest? Zobacz. Okej. Tu coś jest? Nie, to już minęło. Kurczę. Dobra, to ją tam uderzył. Co się tam robił z tą ręką?
Get lost!
You monster!
Who is that old woman? It takes courage to confront Edward like that.
They lied to me.
Who did?
All of them. It's me.
Znowu to samo. Oni mnie naprawdę zamkną w psychiatryku zaraz.
What just happened?
I could ask you the same thing. You started to talk to yourself. And then you were throwing your arms about like you were fighting something. I couldn't see what. You started bawling and the lassie came in to see what was going on. She tried to settle you, but you just went for her.
I saw an old lady. She wore a long, flowing dress. Her voice was strong, determined.
Sounds like Rosemary. She was Lady Margaret's mother.
Was Cecilia not able to have children? Did that anger Grandfather Edward?
Maybe you can see well enough too, son. Maybe you can. It wasn't her, it was her husband. He was the bother. Couldn't, you ken?
I think so, yes.
Aye, well, Edward blamed Cecilia for it. For picking the wrong man for her mate. You'll be fine, laddie. You just need some fresh air. This place can get to you.
Okej, wizje minęły. Jak? Gdzie ona jest? Dobra, z nią porozmawiamy w następnym odcinku. Pamiętajcie, żeby zostawić po sobie kciuka za jakiś komentarz. Ja już dziękuję i do usłyszenia. Bye.